All right, next question. MK Twofer. So MK asks, I'm still really confused with the sunlight killing the virus bit. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, anytime, and the way they're phrasing it, sunlight, it sounds like sunlight, rainbows, and happiness, lollipops, whatever. Yeah, just, yeah. It's like you gone to Neverland for a minute. And I think that is, yeah, that's probably like a PR thing, not so much a hard science thing. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, the public has seized on it, and yeah, so here we go. Let's talk about it. So I'm reading that it has to be UVC light. Yeah, it doesn't, but that is more energetic. And that the concentrations that are necessary to kill or render ineffective the virus are dangerous to human skin. Yes. Yeah. And then people are talking about heat and humidity outside, yeah, which is fairly dumb, but yeah, you can talk about it, yeah. So it's talking about, okay, so this is like that UVABC thing. UVA is the one right next to blue. It's like just past where our eyes can see, and so this is lower energy, less damaging. Yeah, this is something like you might get a bit of this out of a black light, I think, or a mercury vapor illuminated bulb. Yeah, in the laboratory. Um, Go next step down, you got UVB. UVB is now pretty hard UV, and this is a good cancer causing one. UVA and B are pretty good at penetrating through things, and so these will come from the sun and they'll go pretty much right through the clouds and ozone layer. And so, yeah, this is why your Ray Bans have UVA and B protection built in. But why don't they have UVC protection built in? Well, because we've got the ozone layer, which is actually doing pretty well, at least the last time I checked. There was a giant hole that had kind of closed up, I think, or was getting close to closing. I don't know. Go ask whatever geoscientists, whatever people that study the Earth are called. um, anyway, the yeah, ozone layer actually blocks out very nearly all of the UVC, and even when it comes in, it doesn't really do a good job of penetrating. So it would probably get snaffled up in clouds and just run into nitrogen atoms and such in the atmosphere. So I don't think you have to worry about UVC from the sun, but we can make these cool devices that produce a whole lot of UVC, and these are used as sterilizers. They're kind of a really, really hard UV. So they have a ton of energy and they're very good at destroying the virus RNA, but they are not good at penetrating things. So they can do horrendous damage in theory to your skin, and yeah, you don't want to be anywhere near them when they're on. But this is not something that's going to come from the sun and get you. So sunlight is not just like the colors that we see; it's this entire spectrum of radiation, really. And there are specific kinds of radiation that have a really strong effect. And it's going to be things down like a little UVA, a lot UVB, and even more toward UVC that would be extremely effective at stopping the virus. It's just that you don't always run into all of these things. Thank goodness we have an atmosphere that knocks a lot of them out so that they don't just damage our DNA. Because that's exactly how UV light is working. It is damaging the nucleic acid inside of the virus, just like it would do inside your skin cells. So, long story short, the end of the question is so do I not have to worry about the door handle on my car, or doors, or lawn furniture, or picnic tables, or swing sets, or slides? Yeah, the surface contamination from those is probably not going to be a problem. They're going to get bathed in enough UVA and B, and eventually, when the virus is outside the body, one of these coronaviruses, it doesn't last particularly long, no matter what the conditions. But yeah, the warmer it is and the drier it is, the faster these things, yeah, pop and become ineffective, unable to infect. So I don't think that was ever the real issue. So, like near us, we have a park, and the park has caution tape all around all the little park benches and all around the playground equipment, because not because you're going to get infected from the playground equipment, but because if there's playground equipment there and park benches and stuff, people are going to have picnics, and kids are going to go, yeah, line up down the slide and pushing each other and doing all those right up in your face kid things that they like to do. And that activity might lead to more spread. So that's what they're trying to do in terms of limiting spread. And so, right now, with the US still at a very, very high number of cases per day, like way higher than China ever had per day, something like almost four times the number of daily cases I think that they had maximum over there. Yeah, ridiculous. Anyway, with us in that horrendous situation, I would gotta say, stay the heck away from all that public stuff. But what you're trying to do is just stay away from other people right now. Keep your social distance, and yeah, just that's all it is. But no, you don't have to worry about your handles or yeah, picnic table or anything like that if you got one in the backyard. It's just, as always, other people that you have to worry about. So there you go. Thanks very much. This is Ask Dr. Ben.